Hey, what's up guys? Sorry I didn't do a video yesterday. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. And as you can tell, my voice is a lot better since I had that sore throat. And I'm really happy to see that so I could go back to making videos again. So for those that are subscribed to the gaming channel, sorry I could not make any videos within the last couple of days. I've been sick and my voice is a lot better, and by tomorrow it should be perfectly fine, so I'm very happy about that. Now today, I guess you could say I had a pretty good day, and as far as the weekend goes, it was pretty good, but today was one of those days, I just, laid back and enjoyed myself, and, I spent time with the family, had a nice dinner, and also had some nice desserts afterwards. So I'm very happy about that. And lately I've been spending a lot of time, trying to spend my money wisely, because I come up with some money recently, and I'm trying to spend the money a little bit wisely. And one of the things includes getting a gaming headset, simply because if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that quite a while back, one of my headsets broke, and it really sucked. And I knew I was going to eventually have to replace it, so since I got the money now, I'm going to go ahead and get a gaming headset. And also I'm looking to possibly get a new microphone. Now I'm going to give this microphone a last chance. I used it quite a while back. There were some messed up settings for quite a long time, and it's like one of those settings, it's like, it's enabled, but it doesn't exactly tell you what it does or anything like that. So you don't know exactly what you're getting yourself into. So that's that. And one of the reasons I want to get a better microphone is just because, I want to, make the quality quite balanced and even and just good right off the bat. Now, for quite a while lately, I've been using the built-in or onboard audio for this camera, and I'm really happy with this camera right off the bat. Video quality-wise, I think everything is perfectly fine. There's not that much of a difference, going from this camera to a more high-end one, but the price difference is huge, so I'm not going to be dumb enough to waste my money. But as far as audio goes, the reason I use this was simply because it was a lot quicker and easier to do audio editing with. Now, when I was using this microphone, because the bitrate was so high, it took forever to do audio editing, and every now and then it would mess up or you'd have to change some settings. And after waiting so long for it to do something, it really sucked for you to have to undo it and then redo it with some different settings, and it was just so time consuming. And sometimes it could, make my videos take an hour or two, or even sometimes longer, just to get it uploaded. So it really sucked, and I'd rather get my videos uploaded a lot faster for you guys. So that's the reason I stopped using that. But in this video, I'm going to try to, mix up the audio, possibly make it better, just so that I can kind of give this microphone a last chance. Now, if it's not good enough, I'm very likely going to be getting a better microphone, so then I can have cleaner, just right off the bat, cleaner audio, so then I don't have to do too much editing. And I look at it this way. For some microphones, you have to have the bitrate at nearly the max just to get that quality that you want. But some of them have, I guess you could say, such good quality that you can lower the bitrate and it won't degrade the quality so much. So that's one of the reasons I'm wanting to get a better microphone. And of course, I've been looking around quite a lot lately. That's what I'm spending a lot of my time on. And there's, of course, the Snowball, and there's the Yeti. Those are the main two that people go for. And, I would love to get the Snowball, and it's a really good microphone. And the Yeti, there's a few features and things I really like about it, but at the same time, it's like, it's, not that much of a, quality improvement, but the price difference is like nearly double. So it's not really quite worth it. So, I don't want to really feel like I'm wasting my money, but as far as those features go I was talking about, the main feature I really like about it is the simple fact that it has a headphone jack. Now, this may not matter to a lot of you guys, but the reason that it's helpful is because it allows you to plug in a headset or a pair of headphones so then you can monitor yourself in real time with no delay. So that way you know that you're giving people the best quality possible, and that way you know that you are recording in the first place, and that you have it aimed accurately towards your face and you're talking into it very well. And also some of the microphones have auto leveling as far as audio volume goes, so it might change it too often or might dip too much, so you might want to change it or something, or for any other reasons to best ensure that you're giving the best quality possible. So it's really a great feature. I really like it. And also because of that, and the simple fact that I'm wanting to get a gaming headset very soon, I felt like I just need to kind of put the two together. So that's why on the microphones that I'm looking into, one of the features I'm really wanting to get is something, like having a headphone jack, so then I could use the gaming headset to monitor myself in real time to make sure that the audio is what it needs to be for the video. So that's going to be really, really great, and I'm hoping it will be possibly a great addition for the gaming channel, just because it's a gaming headset, so it's a great thing to show off. It's an awesome pair of headset, and also gives people something. People might ask about it, or just talk about it in the comments below. And also because it'll help me ensure that I give the best quality possible. But I just hope it doesn't turn out to be overly distracting or somehow take away from the quality of the video or anything like that. Let me guys know what you think in the comments below, so then I can know, whether or not I should try that, or if I should just, stick to not using a headset. Or if I do, maybe just little tiny earbuds, and just hide them within my hair or something like that. So, yeah, I could do that. And, that's why I'm trying to be very careful on the microphones that I get. I don't want to get too much of a high-end one, but at the same time, I don't want to, hold myself back too much, because I've done that once or twice. And because of that, I didn't get quite the quality that I feel like I needed. And, it didn't help the simple fact that YouTube compresses the quality so much. It may seem to be good enough quality, on your computer, but, it's once you it gets uploaded on YouTube and compresses, it's like, it's ugly. This is not the quality that I rendered my video at, or created it at. So, been spending a lot of time on that, and, just hoping to, make things better. And, I don't want to spend too much money in one area, because I'm one of those people that, loves to get good quality, but at the same time is not going to be wasting a lot of money just to get a very small or minor difference. Because, after all, I'd rather spend more money getting more stuff than more money just getting slightly higher, quality products, but only getting like half the items or something like that. It'd be better to get a good quality headset, that is around the price of the Blue Snowball or something like that, or that's very value oriented, with a headphone jack option, and get a gaming headset, then get a Blue or a Yeti and no headset, because there's no point of that feature at the same time. So. And also, one of the reasons I'm trying to spend money a little bit wisely is because there's the Steam sales coming up very soon. Now, for those of you that know me, you know that, as far as Steam sales go, I am going to get a lot of games. So I'm very excited and happy about that. And, yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting a lot of games. And plus, maybe some of those games will be also a great addition, or a way to, get a better experience with these gaming headphones or headset, or just be able to have fun with it or something. So I'm very happy about that. So just make sure to spend my money wisely. And I am happy to say that a while back there was something that looked like it was starting to break or have problems, and I was gonna have to replace it. But I'm very happy to say that I fixed the problem and that I saved myself a lot of money. All this money was originally going to go directly towards that, with just a small amount of money left over. And I'm happy to say that I've saved myself a lot of money, so then I could get this stuff. So I'm very happy about that. Things are turning out pretty well, and just like I said, trying to make sure not waste any money, and just spend money on things that will benefit the channel or something. And I think a headset will be very, very great as far as when I'm PC gaming, of course, and just be very, very fun. Add to the experience overall and make things better. And also, help me make sure that, the quality is being, provided as the best, because sometimes, when you listen to yourself or audio on just speakers, sometimes you don't, hear little things in the background, or hear, get the best example of the audio quality. And with a pair of headphones or headset that's going to have great, clean audio is a great way to make sure that it delivers great quality as far as your audio goes. So I'm very happy about that. I'm excited, and I'm very happy that my voice is a lot better and I can make videos very, very soon, and things are getting a lot better. And yeah, there's not much else to talk about other than that. For those of you that watch my most recent videos, you know that there's a lot of things I'm wanting to do to the gaming channel, and some of these are things that, as I mentioned in this video, like using a gaming headset and everything, and possibly putting, the gaming headphone or glasses. I don't know, but I might just look goofy with both of them on. I don't know, but make things very fun. But I'm thinking about very likely after this video, or well, technically Wednesday, I'm going to be making a video, giving people an update on the channel, and telling them about, you know, what's going on, you know, what happened to my voice, you know, how I had a sore throat recently. That's why I haven't made a video recently. And also, you know, I guess you could say as an update for everyone that I'm going to be updating the intro a bit, and I'm trying to make the outro a little bit more interesting, or, you know, just better generally. And also am going to be adding a type of video that's going to be on, you know, a special day. That's going to be a great addition to the channel. I think it's just going to fit in very well, and, you know, I guess you could say I'm going to be doing it in a good style, or just type of video that I think guys will just, or people will just right off the bat really, really love to see. So anyways, I'm sorry for blabbering on, but anyways, thanks again guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow.